Hi guys, thank you for watching my vlog. I will be doing new ones each week, as these are better than my actual blog itself. This video I will be talking about my experience at Lewisham Hospital and why I received the level of care and what improvements they could do. If you'd like to see more me doing vlogs, let me know and I will get back to your comments. So drop a comment down below and I will definitely get back to you. Okay, so this was meant to be a live video chat thingy on Facebook, but I wasn't feeling up to it for doing it live, so I have pre-recorded it and this is why it's been uploaded now. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking to you about is my time at Lewisham Hospital. Quite disappointing. Very, very shocking and most disappointing for an NHS service. You can literally tell that it has totally gone downhill. So I became sick about 2 weeks ago. I'm going on 3 weeks. I just thought it was a common crisis, take a couple of painkillers, it would disappear. But it didn't. So the second week, it just started to get really, really bad. You know, the pains got worse. I started throwing up. So that's when I decided to take myself to Lewisham Hospital. While I went to Lewisham Hospital, I got seen pretty quick. The waiting time, you know, there was no waiting time. I got seen, I got rushed round, was given morphine while they pre-assessed me, so to speak. But while I was there, you know, they asked me a couple of questions. How do you think this is a crisis, or what makes you think that this is not a crisis, and so forth. They sent me for a chest X-ray. After the chest X-ray, this time I was on my first dose of morphine. They came round after the X-ray was done. They came round. Can we do a urine sample? The usual stuff. They tried to cannulate me, but didn't succeed. I'm now left with 3 bruises on my arm, which I won't show you because it is quite gruesome. It looks like I have been self-harming myself, but I haven't. So, I was lying. So, by the time it got to be my second dose of morphine, the doctors came and see me. At this time, I did not see a haematology doctor. I had to relay my whole haematology background or history to them. And when my blood test results came back, he said, you know, oh, your white cells, from checking from past experiences, your white cells are high, so this is normal for you. I said, no, my white cells are never high. The only time my white cells are high is when I've had an infection and I've come in to A&E. Hence why you're only going off previous admissions from to when I was in A&E. Nevertheless, he said, okay, I think you might have a chest infection, but, you know, he's not too 100% sure. By then, I had to call my haematology nurse because I was worried because these people didn't know what they were doing. I didn't feel safe or secure. My haematology nurse came down. She looked at the X-ray and so forth. He said, I won't admit you, but I will give you another shot of morphine, but I'm going to move you to a CUD ward, which is like a pre-extension on admission ward for, like an observation ward for ER. I said, fine, not a problem. He gave me the set of morphine and he said, when I will come and see you in an hour to see if you're still feeling the same way, and we'll take it from there. People, may I say, I went round to this observation ward. So while going round to the CUD ward, I felt sick. I said to I think he was a nurse or a doctor, I'm quite sure what his status was, but I said to him, oh, can I have some anti-sickness tablets, because I'm feeling quite sick, like I want to throw up. And the advice he gave me was, can you try and do without the sickness tablets? It's better for you if you can, not depend on them. Like, I'm sorry, who was this man to tell me that I didn't need anti-sickness tablets? Nevertheless, I gave him the look. I gave my sister the look because she was with me, and we just went round. I got the bed and I sat there, and the minute I saw another nurse, I said, can I have some anti-sickness tablets, because I'm feeling quite nauseous. She came back with the sickness tablets and my other dose of morphine. So by now I'm on my second dose of morphine. I laid down, I was still in pain. These other doctors were coming around, checking on other patients, and I didn't see my doctor. I then asked my nurse that was looking after me, it's like, I'm sorry, would it be possible to see my doctor, because I want to know what's going on. He came about 2 hours afterwards and went, oh, I thought you had gone home. And I was like, how? You sent me around here. Then he asked me how was I feeling. I said the same. The pains had gotten worse. And he said, oh, have you been given antibiotics? I was like, no. He said, right, what I'm going to do is start off on the antibiotics and get you some morphine, and hopefully we can get you home. Not a problem. He came back with the antibiotics. I took that, and by then I took my last set of morphine. He said, because you're on the third morphine, I'm going to get a consultant to come and look at you. Okay, no problem. By then, I've eaten dinner, brought back up my dinner. Nothing was keep staying down. I then saw these consultants. I don't know if they were hematology or whatnot, but I saw them anyway. Again, went through the whole process. Said to them, I started feeling like this after I had the flu jab. Before I had my flu jab, I was fine. Now I've got this problem with my chest, it's hurting. She said, well, it's not a chest infection. It's definitely a crisis you're having. Okay, fair enough. What are we going to do about the pain? She said, for tonight, I think you should stay here. We'll keep you monitored on the pain side of things, and then you can go home tomorrow. Okay, no problem. Did that. Within the night, I didn't get much sleep. As you know, they kept on waking you up, checking your pulse, your blood pressure and so forth. By 6 o'clock in the morning, they woke me up. Oh, Marsha, we're going to move you to another ward. Now, nobody told me I was being moved to another ward. I said, well, why? What for? And the response was, because a doctor won't see you if you're in this ward, they'll only see you if you're admitted onto a ward. I said, fine, not a problem. I said, it doesn't make sense though, because I'm going home today. I got on the ward. Let's say I was very disappointed. The ward I was admitted to was, I think it was Cherry. Begins with another ward, and a C, but I can't remember the name of the ward, but I know I was not happy being on this ward, because the ward is the same ward I had my stroke on, and this ward neglects patients, and I mean neglects patients. So while I was on this ward, I was next to this other elderly lady in the bay, and from the minute I got up there, from 6 o'clock in the morning, she was literally calling out nurse every 5 minutes. I then said, right, okay, can tolerate it but not tolerate it. In the morning, when around about 7 or 8, I asked for some pain relief as I was in pain. I said, can I have my oxycodone, please? Because I didn't want any more morphine, because I didn't want my body to become reliant on this morphine. So I asked for some oxycodone, only to be told that your oxycodone has been crossed off your medication list. And I'm looking at them saying, why? They couldn't give me a reason. They came and brought me my medication. I was missing 4 tablets from my daily medication. When I pointed out that there's 4 tablets missing, really vital, important tablets, to get the response of, we don't have them on the ward. By then, I tolerated as much as I could tolerate. I was by then at a boiling point of, that's it, I need to get off this ward. So when the doctors came round, doing their ward round, I actually said to the doctor, look, I need to get off this, I need to discharge myself. I'm actually better coping and at home on my own pain medicines, aiding myself better, because from here, I don't feel that you guys are actually paying attention and helping me to get any better. Moments after that, she said, fine, not a problem. If your blood test results come back that your white cells have gone down, we can let you go. I said, even if my white cells have not gone down, I'm still discharging myself. Later on in the afternoon, there was this old lady, the old lady beside me, she wanted to go on the commode. Now she's been on this commode for, I'd say about half hour, calling nurse, pressing a buzzer. Nobody attended to this lady. Nobody. By then, I'm packed up my bags, ready to be discharging myself. Moments after, I think the lady fell with the commode. I've literally ran over to the lady, pulled back the curtain, and she's on the floor. I've pressed the buzzer and I've run out and said, can somebody come help? This lady has fallen on the floor. Regardless she's elderly, you still pay attention to patients. That's when everybody decided to come and run to help look after this lady. Where were you half hour ago? You left her on a commode, and because she keeps on calling nurse and you guys found her annoying, you don't attend to her. That did not sit well in my book. Once I was discharged, I went to my GP the following day because I was still in pain. I saw my GP. He actually brought up the discharge note, and I'm quite fuming because Lewisham had the audacity to write on my discharge paper saying that the patient said she was not in pain anymore and was able to go home. Number one, I did not tell anybody that I was still not in pain. I was riddling in pain. I discharged myself because I didn't like their standards and how they dealt with patients. Not at all. And the fact that you crossed off my antibiotics and my pain medicine without consulting me, that did not sit well. So my GP printed off the statement and I went to Guy's. I brought it to Guy's, explained my situation, told them, discharged myself, X, Y, and Z, gave them the discharge paper from Lewisham. They actually asked, was I sent home with any antibiotics? I said no. Their face was in shock. Luckily enough, Guy's treated me for the pain and the infection. I went to their day unit where I could sit there and get my pain medicine, and I was at a level where I was able to go home and to come back the next day to finish off my medication, on which I did. I'm now feeling 10 times better. I'm still not 100% better. I'm still having pains in my chest and my back, but that is because of the infection. Over the period of time that should settle. But I just like to highlight and point out to you that I actually felt I was going to die in Lewisham Hospital due to the level of care and neglect not even care, neglect that this hospital gives, and they're meant to be kind of an outstanding or a good hospital. Not to be honest and funny, I would not be going back to Lewisham Hospital in a heartbeat or a hurry. Lewisham Hospital needs to raise their standards big time, absolutely big time. You're letting yourself down and you're just losing patients. I have to say, guys, even though it's a way further out to travel, I'd rather travel there than to Lewisham Hospital.